Hi there, signs of Gemini. This is Kim here to do your next 3-day messages. So messages that will benefit you to hear them within the next 3 days of you seeing them. We're just going to allow whatever wants to come out and see what we get, connecting with your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels for these messages. They're always for your most high. And always use your own discernment. I don't think I need to say that. Okay. So yeah, let's see what we have for you all. I hope you guys have been doing good. It's a beautiful day. Kind of like it when the weather switches. All right. So for Gemini, what do we have for Gemini? You have a gem. Oh, you have the gem. And they're wanting you to trust your instincts or follow your instincts. Perhaps it is like about finding this gem, using your instincts to help you find this gem. Because if you notice on the card, the gem, there is this underworld brush here and earthworms, all of the stuff in the grassy area. So does this card, this animal card. Even though this is more representing like earth and, well, I mean, that's earth too, but you know, this is saying that there's a difficult period of time that you have been through, but there's something that you're going to find coming out of this, or maybe as you're in it, as you're in the thick of it, you find this gem. You may have already found the gem, and the gem might be telling you here too to act upon something. Because I'm getting, with this animal energy, I'm getting like a seize the day. Like maybe there will be an opportunity or something that when it comes, it's going to, maybe it's a person, but there's going to be something where you seize the day. I want to find out more about what the gem is. Because it's something special. It's something precious. It's something that is unique. It's a good find. You know? So, maybe you can tell us what the gem is, and maybe we'll get some tarot here too to find out. This card in the deck, it says the beast. So it's like, what comes to mind is like beast mode, you know, like really just going for something. Maybe it's an urge that you get. I don't know, but it's interesting. Oh, it's new. It's definitely new. This is a new gem. This is spring. This is something that has just begun. Can be a metaphor for a gem of an experience coming into your life. You might be just now seeing or feeling the energy of it coming, and you probably are seeing signs, synchronicities pick up. Well, I have the raven's head, one of my favorites. So I have the diamond, the pressure that made you precious, right? Many death and rebirth cycles here. So you have gone through many death and rebirth cycles, and now it's like this spring card feels to me like replenish, refreshed, new energy here that is going to grow into something really big for you. You overcome a lot when this card comes out, and we saw the way that it came out kind of flipped, right? It reminds me of the energy of when we are going from like winter to spring, metaphorically, in our life. So when we are feeling like there's hardship, there's struggle, there's things that aren't moving forward very quick, and then we come out of that energy and something starts blooming or budding, you could say. Like we see the first signs. We see, first of all, synchronicities, signs, maybe seeing signs in nature, especially with that animal, spirit animals. You may be being encouraged right now to bring out the inner shaman in you and really look those up, especially when you notice repeating synchronicities of seeing certain signs in your life. Yeah, because they are probably increasing with this card, I would say. So you may have a synchronicity here with the wolf. Might have a synchronicity here with the raven's head. With a raven in particular. The raven's head, it is one of my favorite cards because when you step into your life and you really feel like things are beginning to go in the right direction and that you're on your path and purpose, it makes things meaningful. And it's, to me, very important to find meaning and to have things be meaningful. You've most likely gone through phases, like through different phases of awakening where there's a kind of like a time and a place for the nothingness, when there was a void that you experienced, when it was maybe difficult, or we just didn't see any meaning in some things. And especially when we go through a really hard time or when we lose somebody special to us, those things can make us question, what is the meaning at this point in my life? What was this about? You know, so when you get out of that, when you grab onto these different possibilities, and honestly the energy shifts and it switches, and everybody has a different process, then I feel like the raven's head here is when you're stepping more into, okay, now this brings meaning to my life, and it's going to bring meaning to other people's lives too. So it's a very special card to me. It means life's work begins. And I want to say that this doesn't have to always be tied to a job, you know, because it can, certainly, but you look at the word human being and you get the idea that maybe we're just supposed to be, you know. I'm just supposed to be a human. That's your number one. There's enough things in that alone for you to go in and out of the void energy and back into meaning and purpose. When you see signs and synchronicities, it does, at least for me, add more meaning to my day, add more meaning to what I'm doing, or to life. So the raven. Yeah, beautiful. And that was Krans Wild Unknown, alchemy and her archetype deck. So I just want to get a little bit more here, Spirit, on this energy that's coming in, this gem. The gem. I knew it. I saw that. I knew it. I knew it was going to be that. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. By the way, this is Todd Alcott's Sci-Fi Tarot. It's an Ace of Cups. It's like being it's blessed by the universe. It's the universe saying, here's your new experience. It's they're telling me it's your path to pleasure from pain, or from sadness, or from a place of not knowing, I guess, that this is possible. So expect a new, thrilling, emotional experience here to come into your life, I would say, with the Ace of Cups. Probably pretty quick with the Knight of Swords. Something that comes in pretty quick. This can be new love, romance. It can be a career. It can be just a human that's being in an environment that they want to be in. You know, it's something that you are going to love. And it says your future begins now. So yeah, I feel like you're seeing signs and synchronicities of this. Oh, you've been through a lot. Now it's time for your wish granted. This card's wanting to come out, and the Chariot is here. 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords is here. This is when something ended. It was a painful ending. It is, to me, what came before this spring. It was loss of some sort. Some of you all could have been mourning, 5 of Cups in mourning or sadness. But it was ultimately the 10 of Swords is an ending. That was painful. I mean, you can't really get over that. It took a lot on us mentally to go through whatever it was that it looks like is ending out in our lives. So 9 of Cups is get ready for your wishes to be granted, but more so than just that, like it's a focus on the self. Finally, some focus on your own happiness when maybe we weren't sure if that was going to come back in or how that was going to come in. Okay, so this is really being, all of your emotional needs are met. You're happy. You're making good choices here for yourself. And the Chariot says the unstoppable vessel, and I love it coming out right next to that 10 of Swords, because it's like the death and rebirth cycle that I see on this 4 times. It's like, no matter how painful an ending was, or closing out of a chapter, you're the Chariot energy. You are the unstoppable vessel who is now more aware of everything, more aware of who you are, of how you feel. More aware now than ever that if it is a victory you're trying to go for, that this is the unstoppable energy that gets you to your victory. In a very literal way, it can be traveling to a new place, and it can represent action and speed like that. So I think you're going to be really happy. You're going to be really happy. Let's look at the 108 Oracle. Shuffle it a little bit more. With this deck, this is where you have to use your discernment. If it fits, it fits. If it fits, it fits, and you will know. A sip of coffee. Okay. What do you have about this new experience here for Gemini, please? What do you have? What else do you have about this new experience? Finally facing something. I think you're facing something that you want. It's like going from, I'm healing from this 10 of Swords to now I'm ready to face life with more awareness. I'm ready to face things. Not that you were avoiding, but like, this is a card that I see of somebody stepping out into the world with like no fear, letting that animalistic side guide them. So no fear, releasing fears. And that's the strategy, it feels like. A new adventure is upon you. 23, number 23. I have chess, strategy, planning, checkmate, grand design, thinking ahead, tactics, moves, and counter moves, master plan, a course of action, power play, game theory, and consequence of actions. I have something here happening rather soon for you all. Because it says within 3 to 6 months, or on that timing card, you can look at the zodiac signs there to indicate we have already passed 2 of them, but what we're in right now would be Virgo until the 23rd. Well, that's interesting, until the 23rd. And I said 23. I think there is a synchronicity there for you. I feel like it's saying something is going to happen close to this end of Virgo season for you. Or this is going to come about around that time. And it does say Ace of Cups with the Mother here on the timing. For some of you all, it is going to be about, like, it is a pregnancy card for some. Just because it's coming out with Mother and Ace of Cups, you know. And I know that won't apply to everyone here. What else? Because even with the chess card, you have Virgo. And then we have Cancer. I have tandem bicycle here. Constellation, network, support, associates, gathered, meeting, socialize, organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data, influence, in connection with a large amount or quantity. I also have moving on here with the train. Moving on, life's journey, and new endeavor. Who is... So you could be having a very strong influence on other people too. I was thinking with the gem that the gem could be a new facet of yourself that you're just discovering. And then, or maybe you're the gem that somebody, maybe different people are discovering. Look at that. I cut it to the journey and there's a train on it. And there's a train, different deck. So highlighting the moving on part. You might get in connection with somebody that sees, like, the gem that's in you. Maybe something that you do. They immediately said write. Something that you write or how you word things just came to mind, but it doesn't have to be the only way that you could be an influence. Maybe you're an influence on somebody and don't really realize how much of an influence you are on them. Definitely have, like, a lover's energy coming in. Time for a soulmate, or this is that connection. They're meant to help you at a crossroads in your life. At a major decision point. Possibly with unexpected income coming in also. Okay, moving on. Unstoppable. Tell me about that. It does say support on the constellation. So you could have support for some sort of work that you do. Or a vision, since we do have the Raven's head with the life's works beginning. Somebody could really share a point of view with you. I think they're wanting me to read it like this, with the expectation in the reverse, because the way that it came out and then it landed on top of the train, I'm going to take that as a message that you're having a very unexpected journey come up in your life. Didn't expect for this to come in, or didn't expect for this thing to bloom for you, or didn't expect something new like this to come in, but it will. But it does. Excuse me, but it does. Let's make this short and sweet today. Let's get a angel number message and wrap up this reading for you all. It looks good. Keep up whatever strategy this is. And expect the unexpected. Yes, that's the title, I believe. Expect the unexpected. See, there's something about your influence or your mind that is really admired. Your intellect, how smart you are. I am intelligent on the card 25, which is 5 fives, and that's a lot of change, right? That's a lot of change. Says you have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. There is curiosity, you have curiosity, sorry, and it's endless. And you have a desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects, and they will bring you an immense awareness of the world. I am intelligent. Oh, beautiful. And 888 says, I'm abundant. Wanting you to focus on all the ways that you are basically abundant right now. Loving radical acceptance is what I would get from this, from any type of situation that you may be in. And then it says you're clearing the path here for more abundance to come in by doing so with positive energy. Yes, whatever you focus on tends to be what becomes fruitful and multiplies in your life. So if you focus on the trees and the air, and you're thankful for how abundant it is, you're aware of that. That in a way is also creating abundance. Being open for abundance to come into your life in many different ways is the fastest way to get it to you. So I am abundant. Now remember, you're abundant in all ways. Yeah, that's what I have, Gemini. I'm sending you love. Bye.